Morning all, welcome to this Friday's meeting of Ask a Spark. Garry here, GESA Electrical, your smart spark from the northern suburbs of Adelaide. Today I want to talk about the difference between MCBs, RCDs and RCBOs. A lot of jargon, isn't it? Plainly speaking, an MCB is a circuit breaker or the good old fuse. Let me show you one I prepared earlier. That's an MCB or a circuit breaker. Also come in three-phase versions, so just for the exercise, we're going to stick with the single phase, going to make it easier. These are sitting in your meter board and they basically measure whatever comes in and goes out. They check if you have any overcurrent, so if you pull too much or if you short circuit, therefore create a short, that's when they trip. That's what circuit breakers do. Really useful thing, protecting your cabling, saving you from fires. In between now sits the safety switch. I don't have one on me unfortunately because I went a step further, but for the exercise, let's say this was a safety switch. The safety switch actually measures if, simply speaking, the safety switch measures if what goes out on the active is the same which comes back on the neutral, if that's in balance basically. If anything was to go down the earth, that's the wrong path and it trips. Simply speaking, you could have a shower, throw a hairdryer in, nothing's going to happen. Please don't try, bad idea. Ideally, the next step up is an RCBO as we call it. They are basically a combination between a circuit breaker and a safety switch, both in one. Really cool device, so they do the overcurrent, they do the short circuit, and they do if there's a leakage in there. They also come in single phase and three phase. Hang on, sorry, wrong one. This one here, three phase. Please remember they all have a test button attached to them. There's always a test button with these. You need to test these occasionally. They are sitting normally outside, not quite in the weather, but there is moisture in the air, there is dust in the air. That may settle on the contacts, and then when you need it, they may not trip. So all you got to do is, like, let's say, if you smoke alarms, once a year, go out there, push the test button, make sure the trigger trips, go back and flick it back up again. The only two times it doesn't trip is if it's buggered or if you've got no power. But if you've got no power, then you know nothing's going to be working in your house. These are really cool devices. RCBOs or RCDs protect people and livestock because before anything can come to you, they flick off. So let's say it again. A circuit breaker protects your cabling. Safety switch protects people and livestock. Now what a lot of people have these days as well is lots of electronics in the house. These two devices do nothing to protect your electronics. So your power comes in 230 volts in a nice little curve. Sometimes there's a spike in there. That's what we call a surge. And that's when a surge arrestor comes in very handy. See the green window up there? As long as the window is green, it's fine. Once it blows, that goes away. Why does it blow? Well, as I said, spike coming in. The three most common causes here in Adelaide for a spike would be either a lightning strike, well, unlikely. If you have a power loss and the power comes back in, you're sitting next to an industrial estate and there's got lots of machinery in there, or a car has a stubby pole. These are the most common ones. You get them all the time though, and that's when they come in. They literally grab the overcurrent and put it down to earth so it can't enter your house, which then protects all of your electronic stuff. Really cool to protect your electronics. So if you combine with your surge arresters, you got the best protection of both worlds. People, livestock, equipment, electronics. I hope it all makes sense. Of course, there's not just this one brand, there's lots of brands. I've got another one here in my hand. The Clips is also quite good. We just normally use the one, we know we can trust it and it works quite well. So in an ideal world, you have safety switch protection on everything. In any new homes and any renovations basically, you need to protect all of your lights, all of your power, all of your circuits actually. Including the aircon, including the hot water, including everything. Any final sub-circuit must be protected now by a safety switch. In the previous edition of the rulebook, it was only lights and power. and before that it was only power. So depending on how old your home is, it may be that only your power is protected. Please guys, do yourselves a favor. If you're unsure about it, take a picture, send it through. We're more than able to assist you over the phone even and say, hi, this is what you're looking at. Please protect yourself and put one in. I hope it all makes sense. Hi, I've got 2 people watching, Prasad and Jules. Jules is a fellow Sparky. Welcome, mate. Good to see you here. We got to catch up after this whole Corona thing, to be honest. And hopefully I can then provide a bit more value to everybody. So guys, that's all for me this morning. Thanks so much. Thanks for being here. You have a wonderful Friday. Have a great weekend. And I believe the pubs might be opening. I'm in for chicken palmy. Or else, have a great one. See you guys. Bye.